What? Hello humans of the universe, heroes, villains, and everything in between. I'm the Pokemon, and today let's talk about sex, baby. Oh wait, that's not that kind of lasso. Anyways, the lasso of truth. One of the most iconic fictional items, rooted in real life history. I of course refer to the lie detector. But today, we will be deciding once and for all what kind of weapon Wonder Woman should use. Now we talk a lot about the significance of the lasso and its place in her being a non-killing hero most of the time. And the sword was not introduced until 1987, and then in JSA, Justice Society of America, in 1995. She used it for a long while. And it's not present in the most recent Wonder Woman movie and the newest comic, and now there seems to be a return to the times when she didn't use it. Obviously this seems to be an aim to sort of go far back to fix a lot of the mistakes they have made. New 52. But the lasso is always meant to restrain the enemies and submission instead of death, you know? Surrender instead of murder, and the added effect of the truth, which makes it like 3 layers deep. I'm a brilliant philosopher, I see all the layers. So the whole idea is based on the idea of disc theory. William L. Marston came up with this idea. It's basically just that the idea of submission makes it easier for someone to forgive you or pull to your will or something. I'm not actually a philosopher like I would have you believe with my layers. So the lasso is iconic, but the sword is also iconic. And some would say better since it represents her power and warrior woman aesthetic, giving her this area of fierceness. Get it? Because it's the fierce anyway.
Fierced.
I hear fear, then erst.
Fierced.
Fierce.
Feel it inside you. Fierced. That's fierced. Can you be fierced?
As well as a feminine warrior vibe that shows the strong side of the character. And maybe there's a way to strike a balance, as some comics use the sword and lasso very well together. And sometimes it can seem a bit goofy and jarring to see it in live action when it's not executed well, and when a sword has already been established in the past. And she notes that it's not the bad guy's fault, and yet in the first movie she kills tons of people and she thinks they're all innocent. And then in Justice League and Batman v Superman she goes back to the sword. But you can make this work in a story aesthetic and have it function like it would originally, more like her morality, like Superman or Batman, where if they kill they're just as bad as the bad guys or whatever. But the ultimate choice is made by your view on the character. In Justice League Unlimited she uses the lasso, and a few times she uses a shield or sword. Like in that one episode we see she has a weapon wall in her room. She pretty much never uses them, so I guess it's just for show, like my workout equipment. Let's be honest, I just walk around the block once and call it a workout. So my workout habits aside, Wonder Woman's weapons come in different shapes and sizes. She has even used an axe or a spear. And the big argument that I think no one is having because they have friends and more important things to do. But in my opinion, I believe she should use the lasso. It's the original, it gets her idea across, no killing and just making them submit to the truth. When she uses a sword, it's cool. I think, like, imagine she gets pissed off and she attacks someone with a sword, and instead of using her lasso to make them tell the truth, she uses like normal Batman torture methods. But beyond that, she's meant to be calm and put together, and when she gets aggressive it's always important because she's usually not the aggressive one, she's the peace and stuff one. Like Batman is busy basically killing criminals. I mean, it's not murder if you can hear a murmur, but you know, Wonder Woman and Superman are stronger, so they're less aggressive, if that makes sense. They have to restrain themselves. Superman more, obviously, because he's stronger. But Wonder Woman is a warrior from an island of all warrior women, and the question arises, how much violence should there be? How far should she go? And something like the New 52 really pushes that envelope as to her limits. Of course, being that she has none, and this kind of being the perspective that a lot of people carry about the character from various different places, with less of the kindness idea, and that skews the idea in favor of a sword or some other sharp weapon regardless of the enemy, kind of making this question pointless, like all questions, since everyone's just gonna give you their own perspective and answer. And that's what they give you. There's kind of no objective perspective. And in my opinion, I think the lasso fits better with that lighter, kinder personality that I believe she should have. Less of that angry brow warrior and more of an enjoyable, happy hero kind of thing. And the lasso fits that perspective, which shows the more sympathetic side of her. It doesn't mean she can't be badass. She has been super badass with the lasso, and she still is angry and fired up warrior kind of character, but has a stronger battle presence and place, like a solid foot on the ground. I believe her and Batman are like the best fighters in the Justice League. Yes, I am super biased, although Wildcat and Black Canary can fight well too, but like Wonder Woman was the best, you know, she's the best. Even with just her bare fist she can kill you, although I wouldn't put up much of a fight. Even with just her bare fist she can kill you. Oh, I already said that. But the lasso was created for her. The whole truth thing, the whole stopping villains and not killing them, the fight in her makes this simple looking tool just feel super powerful. Although it would be cool if she had Mjolnir, which is more of a bonk on the head kind of weapon, so you could just give her like the battle axe, I guess, if you wanted like a sharp tool. But for me, the idea of her being her makes me lean toward the lasso, being the most iconic of her weapons and the one that fits her personality and idea the best. Please tell me what you think and which one you would prefer. Tell me down below in the comments, like and subscribe, and as always, stay cool, stay weird, see you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.